Hello and welcome back here to Janet Tate Stadium here in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, as we get ready for game two here of day 16 of the Scenic City Collegiate League 2026 summer. Where Smoky Mountain Rain take on the Bandits here tonight, as it'll be the night matchup primetime once more. Bandits get their third straight primetime matchup. We'll get another one tomorrow night against the Smokies, but we're not focused on that. We're focused on tonight here. Rain need a victory here to get themselves back to a draw with the Red Bats for second. Bandits trying to avenge last night's loss to that Red Bat squad. They'll have a chance here now against Shelby Buffington, as she'll be the starter here today for this Rain squad. She'll face off against Allison Stanley, the DP here leading us off wearing number 7. As the left-handed hitter will face against the Chat State product. First pitch swinging, fouls it off, makes it 0-1. We're underway here. So Stanley, the DP here to start us off on this afternoon. She will wear number 7. Olivia Treese will hit second. She'll be the DP as well, wearing number 8. Avery Dance, the first baseman, will hit third. She will wear number 15. Live Fire, Olivia Thornton will be the DP as well. She'll hit fourth, wearing number 10. It'll then be Addie Yates in the left field spot, wearing number 4. As this one gets airmailed, makes it 1-1, as she will hit fifth. Julia Marisi will follow up. The shortstop will wear number 9. She'll hit 6th, as Emmy Clark will come up after her. The center fielder wearing number 3. Lily Blaylock will hit 8th. The right fielder wearing number 5. Emma Simon in the 9th spot will be pitching here today wearing number 2. The 1-1 is fouled off, makes it 1-2. Cara Thomas will hit 10th. She'll be the third baseman here this afternoon, wearing number 6. Robbie Van VP as well will hit 11th, as she will wear number 13. Tessa Jacobs, the catcher, will hit 12th. She will wear number 2. And finally, Christian Fowler will round out the lineup. She will hit 13th, wearing number 1 at second base. Next one stays outside, makes it 2-2, as the Bandits will hit 13 today. So Stanley steps in for the first time here against Shelby Buffington. She'll get yet another start, has started all 3 straight now for this Rain squad, the 2-2. Fouls it off, stays alive once more. Sun now starting to settle a little bit here on that left-hand side. A little bit of cloud coverage here has at least kept the sun from completely bearing down on us here this afternoon. It has been still a very, very, very hot one here today. Another real feel of 102 earlier, about literally 2 hours ago, if that. But now the 2-2. Fouls it off, stays alive again. Will not go down without a fight. Already 6 pitches thrown in this at-bat. Buffington now faces off against Stanley with nobody on and no outs here to start us off the top of the first. Sun continues to bear down, though. Not beating us with a baseball bat now. Now it's just a bit of a wet towel, but now the 2-2. Stays high, makes it a full count, working at full Stanley. Treese would come off, the usual pitcher. DP here today hitting second. Stanley, the utility fielder, comes up for the first time. Going down the count 1-2. Works it full. Buffington delivers. Hits it softly, shortstop side. Recrozio's there, one away for the UT Martin product. One down. Now it brings up OT to the plate. The OT8 comes up for the first time here on this afternoon, the left-handed hitter. See what she can do now for the second time coming around to hit. Her first time ever hitting was in that last matchup against the Red Bats, funny enough. First pitch to her is taken for a strike, 0-1. Olivia Treese now steps in, 1 out, nobody on. Stanford product. Takes the next one, hits it sharply, third base side. Tongue's got it to first in time, 2 away. Tongue able to make out number 2, and it brings up Avery Dans, the right-handed hitting catcher, first baseman mix. First base once more here today. A tape job on her left wrist here has been the main reason why she has not been behind the plate as of late. Still able to play the field, though. She'll face Buffington now for the first time. Swung on, driven down the right field line. Foul ball, about a foot to the right of that foul line. A good swing by Dans. Just could not keep it fair. Just needed a gust of air to get that one to keep fair. Shreve was trying to chase it down. It was over her head. It would have been easy extra bases for Dans. Dead 0-1 the count with 2 outs. One takes it high, now 1-1. So Dance, the Cumberland U commit, headed off to the NAIA school next season, comes up for the first time here on this afternoon. Sees the 1-1. Hits it right back up the middle. Buffington's got it easily. Throws the first in time, and that will end the inning. Quick 1-2-3 for Shelby Buffington. No hits, no errors. We go to the bottom half of this first inning. Rain will get a chance to see if they can strike first here in just a moment. From Janet Tate Stadium in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching City Collegiate League softball. Top of the first comes to a close. We go to the bottom half of the frame. Rain battling it out with the Bandits. Emma Zyman going to come out and face off against his Rain squad for the first time here tonight. We'll be back in just a moment. Bottom of the first inning we go. No score here after the top of one. Bandits and Rain battling it out here in the nightcap of day 16 of this Scenic City Collegiate League season. Janet Tate Stadium here in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. It will be Abby Lozer coming to lead us off here for this Rain squad. She'll step in as the left fielder here today, wearing number 2, as she will see the outfield for the first time in what feels like forever. She's been primarily the shortstop, second baseman, catcher trio essentially for this Rain squad. She'll see the outfield for the first time this season, or say second time this season. This one taken for a strike makes it 0-1. It'll be Lozer, the shortstop or the left fielder here today, going to lead us off. Kaylin Boudreau will follow her up, the catcher wearing number 11. Bounces this one in the dirt now as Zyman makes it 1-1. Allie Shreve, the right fielder, will hit third wearing number 8. Jordan Tong will follow her up, the 2 home run leaders of this squad, wearing number 16, batting fourth. She will play at third. Next pitch taken for a delayed strike, 1-2. Giovanna Crozio will hit fifth. She'll be the shortstop wearing number 6. Kendall Frazier in the 6th spot will wear 15. The DP here once more today. Madeline Hall will be at the first base position hitting 7th. She will wear number 12, the 0-2. These that are now, 2-2. Amanda Ray Leach back with his Rain squad. She will hit 8th here today, wearing 13 at second base. Barnes, the DP, will hit 9th. She will wear number 10. Next pitch to Lozer. Chops it, third base side. Thomas has got it. Throws to first. Dance can't catch it. Runner on with nobody out. Dance trying to pick it out of the dirt. Just could not hang on to it. Thomas had to make a low throw. And puts a runner on now with nobody out. Going through that final batter of the lineup as well for the Rain. Lauren Jamerson, the center fielder, once again today will wear number 5. Shelby Buffington again pitching. Kaylin Boudreau now laces this one center field. Diving attempt at center. Held on to by Emmy Clark. One away. Nice little web gem to start us off here in the bottom of the first. One down now here in the bottom half. Runner at first. On the line drive to center from Boudreau. Clark with a nice sliding grab. Now it brings up Allie Shreve. Now Shreve steps in with 1 out and a runner on, and a chance now to try and drive this runner in. Clark now another grab, 2 down. Back-to-back ripping shots to center. Back-to-back line drives out. Annie Clark already feeling herself well here in this fielding spot of center field. Now it brings up Jordan Tong. So Tong on the season now sits 10th overall in on-base percentage. She is 9th in OPS, an 1132 for her, a 465 on-base percentage. 3 home runs on the year sits her tied with Thornton and Paget. This one taken high for a strike makes it 0-1. Runner at first, 2 outs. Loza reaches on an error. On seeing if she can drive her in. She has 14 RBIs, sits her at 8th overall this season. Next one hit softly, second base side, picked off by the second baseman Fowler, and that will end the inning. No hits, no errors. Or excuse me, 1 error. 1 runner does get left stranded. We go to the top of the second frame. Quick first inning of work we go. We go to the bottom or the top half of the second inning. Shelby Buffington will face off against 4, 5, and 6. It's Thornton, Yates, and Marisi coming up to hit here in just a moment. Here from Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, and Janet Tate Stadium, the nightcap here of day 16. Bandits taking on the Smoky Mountain Rain. Bandits will come back up to hit. Buffington will face off against them once more. We'll be back in just a second. Top of the second frame we go. Still no score. Bandits and Smoky Mountain Rain contesting it out once more here in the evening matchup of day 16 of this Scenic City Collegiate League season. 4, 5, and 6 will face Shelby Buffington now. Olivia Thornton, Addie Yates, Julia Marisi, dangerous part of this Bandits lineup coming up to the plate. Thornton, the newest signee of the University of South Florida, the Division I product coming up to the plate, the former Queens U member. Has been one of the best hitters this season. The only reason she's not in all the top 10 rankings essentially is because, unfortunately for her, she just doesn't have 30 plate appearances just yet. She's close. She's at like 27. Just hasn't hit that 30 yet to get her really in all the rankings. This one's fouling off to make it 0-1. But she has been tearing the cover off the softball already this year. She does sit in one category in the top 10. That's home runs. She's already got 3 on the season so far. That one doesn't matter how many at-bats you have. 0-1 now the count from Buffington. Fouls it off again, 0-2. That one got a piece of Boudreau's left foot, it looks like. So Thornton, 3 home runs already on the year for her, sits her tied for 9th. The draw with Tong and Paget. One a tad too far outside, makes it 1-2. Buffington thought she had her. Outer half the plate has looked good for pitchers the last week or so. The left fielder Yates would come up next. Marisi will follow her up. 1-2 to Thornton. Takes it called. Strike 3 on the inner half. 1 away. 1 down here in the top of the second frame. First strikeout for Buffington. 31 strikeouts now on the year. She sits at 3rd this season in total, just behind Valerie Pedersen with 47 and Avery Shamblin with 51. She has been top 3 in innings as well. She's now up to 38 or excuse me, 39 on the dot officially with that strikeout. As she now faces Yates for the first time. She'll show bunt but not lay it down. It's ball one. Buffington, 39 pitches or 39 innings of work officially now on this season. 31 strikeouts for her. She has been the reliable side of this Reign pitching staff with Olivia Lane now out with the ankle sprain. As this one's fouled off, makes it 1-1. Primarily for this Reign squad, there are three pitchers for Laney, Buffington, and Manda Ray Leach. Leach, of course, playing second base today. She hasn't been able to pitch as of late. And it's left mostly Buffington to hold the bag. She's done well to at least deal with a lot of the damage. Granted, she's had to play the Smokies a couple times in a row, so it's been a bit of rough outings at times. But this one stays high. Now 2-1. Through it all, she dealt with a lot of adversity already this summer. Taking it in stride. Season as well sits just behind Emily Farrow in terms of ERA. Now lays down a bunt, a perfect one in front of the plate. Throw to first, not in time. What a bunt, Addie Yates. That thing just sat in the circle. Just found a soft spot right in front of the batter's box, and it just spun in a circle right in front. A perfect bunt single. Runner on with one down. I mean, you couldn't lay that down any better. Now it brings up Julia Marisi. First pitch on the go. Called a strike. Third and a second. A good one. No time on the tag. Stolen base now for Yates. A runner in scoring position with one down. So lays down a perfect bunt and then swipes the bag. Marisi now trying to see if she can drive in the first run of the ball game. Deal one. Takes it high and away. Now 1-1. So Marisi now the shortstop, middle infielder combo, the former Georgia Tech product, now headed off to Kennesaw State. Official verbal commit, I should say, for her. Set it off to the same school as Emily Farrow, as we mentioned earlier. Guys, this one up and out of play, 1-2. Emmy Clark will come up next, the center fielder, who made two nice plays in center not just a moment ago. Now, four Division I products back to one another of Thornton, Yates, Marisi, and Clark. They get Thornton down looking. Yates gets on with a bunt single for 1-2. Takes it high and in, now 2-2. Again, your former Georgia Tech product. Clark up next, the UNC Greensboro product, the UNC Wilmington product at second. Next pitch driven, sky high right field. Shreve is underneath it. We'll see if Yates will tag. She will. Throw's going to come in. A bullet to third, not in time. It kicks away towards the dugout. Here comes Yates. She will score. Song couldn't pick it on the throw. The run comes in 1-0. The Bandits now lead. She advances to third and comes home to score. First run of the ball game belongs to the Bandits now with 2 outs, and it brings up Emmy Clark. First pitch to her is way up and in, makes it 1-0 to the UNC Greensboro product. So now 2 down, 1-0 your score after Yates comes home on the error. As Shreve tried to throw her out at third, it gets away from Tong. This one stays high now 2-0 and allows Speedy Yates to come home on her stand. And now just trying to get out the rest of the frame. The 2-0. Hits it hard, left-hand side. Gets down, base knock. Runner on with 2 away. Second hit of the inning now for the Bandits. Clark is able to shoot one the other way, and it brings up now Lily Blaylock, another left-handed hitter. Another outfielder and another slap-style speedster on the plate. Clark with good speed here as well. Maybe see her try and swipe some bags. We'll see here in just a moment. Runner on, 2 away. First pitch from Buffington to Blaylock. Hits it third base side. Off the third base bag! Precision hitting at its finest. A base knock for Blaylock. Second and first, 2 outs. You couldn't have lined that up any better. Tong tried to make a diving grab for it on the line drive. It bounces right off the third base bag. That makes it a fair ball. Now second and first with 2 down. 1-0 already your score. The Bandits lead here. As Emma Simon now faces her pitching duo. The first pitch for a strike, 0-1. So pitcher v. pitcher now here between plate and mound. Simon was able to work a clean bottom half of the first. She'll now see if she can help herself here on the mound. Clark at second, Blaylock at first. Fantastic speed here for the Bandits, the 0-1. Swung on and missed, got a piece of it, now 0-2. Blaylock does have 4 stolen bases here at first. Clark just as speedy. Simon now trying to drive them in and give herself a multi-run lead. 1-0 your score. The 0-2. Takes it high and in, could not clip the zone. 1-2. Cara Thomas, the third baseman, would come up next, given the opportunity. Ryan College product steps up to the plate. 1-2. High and away, now 2-2. So after getting Thornton down looking, Yates is able to get on with a bunt single. Swipe second, Marisi flies out to right. The throw from Shreve gets away from Tong at third. It allows Yates to score. Clark and Blaylock both single the other way. And now second and first with 2 down, the 2-2. Takes it up and in again, able to work it full as Zymick. Runners will be on the go with the swing of the arm. Two down, second and first. The 3-2 to Simon from Buffington. Hits it down the right field line, foul, stays alive. The Bandits able to strike here early in this one. Now lead 1-0 over a ranked squad that needs a victory here today to stay in that competition for second as we get to this back half of this Phoenix City Collegiate League regular season. Bandits just trying to play spoilers. The 3-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3, and that'll end the top of the second. Second strike out of the frame for Buffington. To go the bottom half of the frame. 3 hits, no errors. 2 runners do get left stranded. They are able to bring one home. 1-0. Now your score. Bandits lead here over the Rain. Rain will have to try and see if they can respond back. They'll get a chance to now with 5, 6, and 7 coming up. Recrozio, Frazier, and Madeline Hall. We'll be right back after this quick break from Dan Tate Stadium here in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. Emma Zymick can try and see what she can do here after getting through a clean top half of the first. We'll be back in just a second. Bottom of the second inning we go. 1-0. Now your score. Bandits strike early. Addie Yates able to take advantage on the base paths. The Bandits now lead for the first time here tonight. Rain will have to try and respond with the 5, 6, and 7 batters coming up to the plate. Number 6, number 15, and 12 coming up. That'll be Gia Recrozio coming up to lead us off here. The shortstop, the left-handed hitter, middle infielder from the University of Tennessee Martin. She'll step in now for the first time here against the lefty throwing Zyman now. In this bottom half of the second, first pitch takes it high and away, makes it 1-0. The UT Martin product now comes up to the plate. Lone West Virginia native from Weirton. He's the 1-0. Chops it foul, 1-1. Rojo, who's played at two separate Division I universities. She's been at St. Bonaventure in this past season at UT Martin. Up now with nobody on and nobody out in the leadoff here this top or bottom half of the second inning as Zymek loses control of that one and bowls one in for a ball, 2-1. And Frazier, the DP, will follow up here after Recrozio, Hall after her. The 2-1. Down and in, can't catch the zone. Now 3-1 to the shortstop here today. Recrozio, who primarily played that second base side, Lozer and her just kind of trading back and forth between the middle field. She'll play shortstop here today once more. The 3-1. Bounces the dirt, kicks away from Jacobs, gets all the way to the backstop, and now a runner on. And now Recrozio's going to try and turn this into two. Throw from Jacobs, not in time. The ball got away. Jacobs was going to try and get a ball from the home plate umpire, but because it went to the backstop, it allows Recrozio to get into second base. So heads up base running from the shortstop puts a runner on with nobody out. First pitch to McKendall Frazier is taken high for ball one. So now the tall catcher steps up to the plate, the DP here now this afternoon with a runner in scoring position now. After Recrozio gets on with a walk, she turns and burns for second after the ball got away from Jacobs, the backstop. This one stays high, now 2-0. Kind of a weird moment there where Jacobs thought that the ball was dead, went to get a new ball from the home plate umpire, and then realized, oh, I got to go chase that thing. Take this one down and away. Now 3-0. And now just trying to settle in, hold on to this 1-0 lead for the Bandits. Gate comes home to score in that top half of the second. The 3-0 out of Frazier. Takes it over the heart of the plate, makes it 3-1. Frazier now still with that cast-like figure on that pointer finger on her right hand. Primarily played with those two fingers taped together. She's played behind the plate a couple times this year with that now on. She'll take this one low for ball four. Runners at second and first. Still nobody out. And now the dangerous Madeline Hall comes to the plate. So Hall now steps in on the year. 4 home runs already for her. She sits tied with Ali Shreve, Jasmine Mack, and Alyssa Balcom for 4th this season, as well as Ali Supin. First pitch is a strike, 0-1. First baseman, the left-handed hitter, comes to the plate. Pineville, Louisiana native. .15 RBI sits her at a tie with Jasmine Mack for 6th this year. Now skies it foul, makes it 0-2. She sits just behind Gracie Espadia of the Red Bats with 17. Trying to see if she can drive home number 16 and separate herself from Jasmine Mack for that 6th spot. 2 would give her sole possession of 5th. The 0-2 now from Zymet. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. 1 down. Zymet's first strikeout of the afternoon, and now it brings Amanda Ray Leach. So we move from Louisiana now to Mississippi. It's the Newton native coming up to the plate with 1 down and runners on. Crozio with good speed here at second. And come home, he finds some outfield grass. First pitch is a called strike, 0-1. So Leach primarily PO out of the JUCO School of Central Community College. Or East Coast Community College, excuse me. Sees the 0-1. Drives it hard out to center field. Clark backing up to the wall, makes the grab. Recrozio's going to try and tag. Throw to third's a good one. Not in time. She's ended on a hit first slide. A great throw from Clark. A better slide from Recrozio. 2 down and runners to the corners. And now it brings up Ava Barnes. So now the Knoxville native comes up to the plate here for the first time this afternoon with that wide stance, the usual first baseman from Pulaski State. Takes the first one high and away, 1-0. Frazier dancing at first will not advance. Not electric speed. She can use those long legs if she needs to. Does not want to usually score it for a stolen base. Doesn't want to run herself out of the inning. The 1-0. Takes it high once more to the tall usual first baseman, 2-0. Knoxville native, 2 hours north of here. Farragut Admiral, back in high school. The 2-0. Takes this one for a strike. Jacobs able to frame the outer half, makes it 2-1. And now the throw goes down into second. Ball kicks away. Recrozio scores. So Frazier takes off. The throw goes down to second. It kicks away from the shortstop. 1-1. Now your score. So Recrozio comes in. Frazier is in to score. Frazier into second. Now 1-1 we sit. And after I spoke before about Frazier not trying to run herself out of the inning, she'll try and swipe the bag anyway. Jacobs with a good throw. The tag just gets kicked away. Now the 2-1. Outer half once more. 3-1 now for Barnes. 1-1 now we sit. Barnes trying to get on for the first time here this afternoon. Simon just trying to get out of the inning. Takes this call. Delayed strike. 3-2. Jamerson would come up next, the center fielder. Team leaders in average this season. But now the 3-2 to Barnes. Bounces in the dirt, kicks away from Jacobs. Frazier going to try for third. She'll get it on a stand. Runners at the corners, still 2 down. Barnes able to draw a walk. And now it brings up Jamerson. So 3 walks have allowed a run to come in. And runners at the corners now, and yet no hits still for this ranked squad. And now it brings up the rising redshirt senior. First pitch from Zimet sits down and counted away. Now makes it 1-0. Top of the order will come up next. It'll be Lozer. In the former Division III product, now at Barton College Division II. Takes this one for a strike. Wanted to offer, does not. Now 1-1. Former Sweetbriar College Vixen, now at Barton College Division II school. The lone Virginia native this year from Buckingham. Sees the 1-1. Takes it high. Now 2-1. Barnes not one to really steal bags now at first. Kendall Frazier at third. Jamerson with great bat-to-ball contact skills. Simon trying to get out number 3 here in the bottom of the second. Takes this one, bounces away into the backstop. Here comes Frazier. She'll score standing. The Rain take the lead. The ball got away from Tessa Jacobs. 2-1 now your score. That one just got down in the dirt. Jacobs tried to block it. It kicks away. 3-1 now the count to Lauren Jamerson, a runner in scoring position once more. The Rain now lead 2-1. Next pitch taken for a strike. Works it full as Simon, now 3-2. As the now center fielder comes up here in that 10th spot, trying to see if she can drive home yet another run with 2 outs and a runner at second. 3-2. Chops it, third base side foul. Simon now trying to get this final out here at this bottom of the second. Recrozio and Frazier have scored. Barnes now at second. 2-1, the Rain lead here over the Bandits now in the bottom of 2. The 3-2. Chops it back to the mound. Simon's got it on his staff. Throws it to first in time. That'll end the inning. 2 runs do come in. We go the top half of the third. No hits, 3 walks, no errors. 2 runs come in. The Rain now lead here as we go to the top of the third. 2-1 now your score. Smoky Mountain Rain lead over the Bandits here for the night half of day 16 of the Scenic City Collegiate League season from Janet Tate Stadium here in northern Chattanooga. Another steamer of a night once more. Everybody's sweating through this one. We'll be right back after this quick break for the top half of the third inning. Sun continues to step behind us on the third base side. We'll be back in just a moment. Top of the third inning we go. 2-1 your score. Rain take their advantage here now over the Bandits. They find 2 in the bottom half of the second on a couple of weird plays, including a stolen base that had the ball kick away from second that allowed for Recrozio to score. A wild pitch brings home Frazier. They now lead for the first time here tonight. 10, 11, and 12 will come up now for this Bandits squad. Thomas, Van, and Jacobs. Fowler would come up last to give the opportunity in that 4th spot. Buffington now faces off here for this third inning of work. She'll face Kara Thomas, the third baseman. So Thomas steps in now for the first time here on the afternoon. First pitch high and away to make you 1-0. So now the utility fielder, primarily infielder for this Bandit squad. Primarily has played a lot of third base. They put her in the outfield as well. She's played a little bit of second and first also. Chance here now with nobody on and nobody out to lead us off. Skies this one now, left-hand side, over and out of play, makes it 1-1. Thomas, third baseman, Robbie Van, the DP, little pitcher as well for this Bandit squad. We'll most likely see her in a relief role here later today. Tessa Jacobs will come up here in just a moment. The 1-1. Skies this one again, left-hand side, toward the line it'll go, racing for it, Loser did not make the grab. I couldn't see it from behind the dugout. 1-2 now the count as Loser tried to make the running snag in foul ground and couldn't make it. One, two now the count. Maybe strikeout number 3 here already on the afternoon. The 1-2. Fouls it off, stays alive. Labor here through these first 2 in terms of pitch counts. I've already had to deal with 4 separate full counts already here against these first 10 batters. The 1-2. Fouls it off, stays alive once more. And the equivalent of a full count now at this point has already thrown 5 pitches now to Kara Thomas. Chat State product in the circle, the former UNT product, University of North Texas. Fires off the 1-2. Fouls it off again as Thomas stays alive. Buffington, who started her collegiate career at U of North T, it transferred to Chat State to go the JUCO route. Now the rising sophomore officially. 3 years of eligibility, if I'm correct, still for her. The 1-2. Skies it once more, left-hand side, out of play again. 4 straight foul balls now for Kara Thomas, still 1-2. Not go out without a fight here. Buffington sets, fires off the 1-2 once more. Stays outside with it, 2-2. Thomas. Face pitch number 9. Hits it hard, foul ball again. Staying alive. Buffington just trying to get her down here to start us off in this top of the third. She just will not go down without a fight. Batting 114 on the season so far and around 300 OPS. She had a couple hits this season, has just not been able to get on base, it feels like. Has swung the bat well, but now the 2-2. Skies it again, left-hand side. Loser backing up towards foul territory. Will make the grab, and that'll be out number 1. It was another foul ball, but she finally makes the grab on this one. And now after an 11 pitch at bat, brings up Robbie Van. So now Van steps in for the first time here tonight. Usual DP pitcher, right fielder, the DP here this evening. First pitch for a strike, 0-1. The former JUCO product in Robbie Van, the rising senior out of Abraham Baldwin Agricultural College, former Georgia Military College product. Now the NAIA school member, sees the 0-1. Chops it, third base side. Tongue's got it on a hop, throws the first one-hopper. Hall can't pick it. Runner on with one away. Tongue's throw was in the dirt. Hall tried to pick it out, couldn't get it. And now it brings up Tessa Jacobs as Emmy Clark's going to temporarily run now for Robbie Van. So runner on with great speed now for the Bandits. They find themselves down 2-1. And now the dangerous Tessa Jacobs steps in. Jacobs in a Bandits uniform will take this one for a strike, makes it 0-1. Still in, I should say. She's still in her Smokies uniform, usually plays for that Smokies squad, has subbed in a few times now for this Bandits team. 333 average for her so far this season with this Bandits squad. Sees the 0-1. He's down and in, now 1-1. She's played 3 separate games, number 4 for her now on the season. The 1-1 from Buffington. Fouls it off into the glove of Boudreaux, now 1-2. .333 average. 2 RBIs for her already this year in her 5 plate appearances. The 1-2. High and away now makes it 2-2. Over 700 OPS for her already this season for the Smokies. Backs on a few more RBIs with this Bandit squad. 9 now in total. The 2-2. Stays just down and in. Delayed, called strike 3. 2 away. Third strikeout for Buffington. Second caught looking. Runner on with 2 outs. It brings up the dangerous Christian Fowler. Now the University of West Georgia product comes to the plate. 5th this season in batting average. First pitch is a tad outside, makes it 1-0. Utility infielder. Fowler, 459 average entering in. Sits 5th this season. 6th overall and on base percentage of 487. She'll sky this one, second base side. Amanda Ray Leach makes the call. She'll make the grab to away, or that'll end the inning. I don't know where I got 2 from. We go the bottom half of the 3rd inning. No hits, 1 error. 1 runner does get left stranded. Rain will come up top the order here in just a moment. Abby Lozer, Kaylin Boudreaux, Ali Shreve. Find 0 for 3 for them. They'll come up now here for the top half, or the bottom half of the 3rd inning. 2-1 your score. Rain leader of the Bandits here through the top of 3. Sun now getting a little bit covered up by the cloud coverage here. It's got a little overcast, just enough so to be hazy to keep the sun from completely baking us here. We'll be right back after this quick break. You're from Janet Tate Stadium in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Phoenix City Collegiate League. Day 16, the night matchup. We'll be right back after this quick break. Bottom of the third inning we go. 2-1 your score. Rain lead over the Bandits here through the top half of 3. We go to the bottom of the frame. 1, 2, and 3 come up to the plate. Loser, Boudreaux, and Shreve. And Mazzime going to try and see if he can work yet another frame here in just a moment. Robbie Van now steps into right field for this Bandits squad. I mean, Clark's still out there in center. The lone change here, Robbie Van now. She'll move into right. Everybody else stays the same. As Loser now comes in, technically 0 for 1. She reached on an error her last time up. Joe's bunt does not lay it down. It's high in the zone for ball 1. The Loser comes in now for the second time today. 500 average for her entering in. She's tied for third with Livy Hooter this season in average. She is second in on-base percentage. A .578 for her. Takes it a little too far outside. Makes it 2-0. She has a good .03 advantage over Livy Hooter for that, but she sits just behind Ali Stupin with a 712 on base. So trying to keep up, but I mean, that's an impossible number to stay with. 3-0 as this one bounces in the dirt. Those are 6th overall in OPS at 1328 for her entering in. She leads the league in walks, tied with Kaylin Hagan. Takes this one for a strike, makes it 3-1. 8 walks for her on the year. Besides, it's tied with KK Hagan. One above her teammate, Jordan Tong, with 7. The 3-1 now from Zyman. Bounces the earth, ball 4. She'll take the lead now on that walk number 9 on the season for her. Runner at first, still nobody out. It brings up Boudreaux, who laced one to center her last time up, and it was a line out on the diving grab by Emmy Clark in center field. The Loser gets on for the first time today officially, second time unofficially. First pitch takes down, throw down to second, a good one. Not in time, stolen base, Abby Loser. A great throw from Jacobs, the tag just not there. Stolen base. Runner in scoring position here in the bottom of the third. The 1-0. Swung on and missed 1-1. Loser with yet another stolen base on the year. 5th of the season for her as Pete Ronow steps in. A .250 average for her entering in. 2 doubles, 3 RBIs for her. Looking for number 4 possibly. Fouls this off, makes it 1-2. Ali Shreve will come up next. She also lined out to center her last time. Loser puts herself in scoring position now to see if her catcher can drive her home. 8 hits on the year now for Boudreaux. The 1-2. Bounces the dirt, stays down, makes it 2-2. They're now at second after the walk and stolen base. Big swing and a miss. Strike 3. Second strikeout for Zyman. 1 down now here in the bottom of the third inning. Brings up Ali Shreve. Team leader in home runs alongside Madeline Hall. First pitch to her is down and away. Makes it 1-0 for the Salem U-Prog Division II school. The right fielder here today. 11-16 OPS. 42 average, 432 on base. 13 RBIs. She'll hit this one right back up the middle into center field, a base knock. Loser's going to get held up at third. Runners at the corners with one out. Did not want to test the arm of Emmy Clark, and understandably so. Still only one out. And it brings up the dangerous Jordan Tongue. Second on the team in RBI, second on the team in homers, second in OPS, and 11.32 for her. And now a chance to see if she can drive in the tying RBI run for her team. And insurance run now for the Rams. They lead at 2-1. First pitch from Zyman. Skies it. Shallow center field. Clark racing in, calls off Fowler. Loser will take a couple strides. Clark's already in the infield, 2 outs. She raced all the way in. You can even hear it Emily in the circle as she came racing in from center, calls off her second baseman. And now it's down to Gia Recrozio with runners at the corners and 2 down. To Recrozio, who walked her last time and scored. 244 average, now at around a 300 on bases. She'll take the first one down for ball 1. Entering in, she had a 295 on base percentage, now sits around 300 with that walk and then runs scored. 8 RBIs for her, 10 hits, a double. 5 stolen bases now on the season for her. The 1-0. Hits it hard, second base side, past Fowler and into right field, a base knock. Shreve's going to turn and head into third. She'll get in on a stand. The throw comes in and allows Recrozio to advance. 3-1 now your score. Runners at second and third, still 2 outs. Base knock for Recrozio. It brings home Loser, moves Shreve now to third, and it brings up Kendall Frazier, already a walk, and a run scored for her today. First pitch swinging, skies it out to center field. Clark underneath it. That'll end the inning. So a run does come in. 1 or 2 hits, 1 walk, no errors. 2 runners do get left stranded. We go to the top of the 4th. 3-1 now your score. The Rain tack on another run. They now lead here by 2. We'll be right back after this quick break. As the Bandits come back up the head, they'll try and see if they can bounce back. They found the first run of the ball game back in that second frame. They've yet to find one since. They find themselves now down by 2. We'll be right back after this quick break from Janet Tate Stadium here in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching Union City Collegiate League Softball Day 16, the night matchup. We'll be back in just a moment. Top of the 4th inning we go. Still 3-1 now your score. Rain take advantage with an RBI knock from Gia Recrozio. It brings up now the top of the order of this Bandit squad as Shelby Buffington. Going to see if she can go through her 4th inning of work here in just a moment. She'll face off against Stanley, Treese, and Dans, who all went down in order their last time on a fly out and back-to-back groundouts. So now Stanley steps back in and hits it right back up the middle and into center field. A base knock. Jamerson will pick it up on a backhand. Stanley's going to try and turn this into 2. Throw comes in and air mails it to the mound. It gets past Buffington. Here goes Stanley to third. She'll get in on a stand. Runner in scoring position. A leadoff double turned into a 3-bagger. And just like that, the Bandits now threatening. Runner goes to third, and now it brings up to Olivia Treese now, with a chance to see if she can drive home the first run since the second inning. The leadoff double turns into 3 as the throw came in from Jamerson, overthrew Amanda Ray Leach. It gets past Buffington on the mound. It allows Stanley to get in on a slide to third. And now runner at third with still nobody out. 3-1 your score. The Bandits still find themselves down to the rain here through the top of 4. Singlewood returning it within 1, though. Treese now. Only 4 at-bats for her, 3 at-bats for her, 4 plate appearances in her 4 games. She does have a knock and a run, scored a double for her already this year. First pitch. Down the way for a strike, going wide. So Stanley able to take the first pitch and double it out to left field and then turn it into 3 on the overthrow, and now puts herself in scoring position for Treese. Again, it's 0 for 1 entering in. 0-1. Stays high with it now, 1-1. Avery Dance would come up next. She grounded out to the pitcher her last time. Came about a foot short of a double on that right field line. Came up last time. The 1-1. Hits it hard down the left field side. Loser running grab is able to make the catch. Stanley's going to come home and tag. She will score standing. 3-2 now your score. They do record the out. Bandits strike back with one of their own. So sack fly for Olivia Treese. Loser took a stride in, trying to see if she can maybe get a head full of steam on it. Instead, it was just laced over almost her head. She was able to make the running grab to hold on to it, but by then, Stanley was going to score either way with good speed. Now Avery Dance hits this third base side. Recrozio deep in the hole. It's short's got to make a long throw. In time, she gets her. 2 down. That thing was deep in the hole at short and is able to gun out the runner. And now it brings up Olivia Thornton with 2 down. What a throw by Recrozio. Almost had a rainbow it across the infield. First pitch swinging Thornton out to center field. Jamerson takes a couple steps back, makes the grab, and that will end the inning. The run does come in. 1 hit, no errors. Bandits now bring it within 1. It's 3-2. We go to the bottom half of the frame. Bottom of the 4th inning we go. 3-2 now your score. Reign still lead over the Bandits here through the top half. Look to see if they can extend back their lead. Bandits tack 1 back. They'll get the chance to do it here now with 7, 8, 9 coming up. Hall, Leach, and Barnes. We'll be right back after this quick break. We'll see if there's any changes here in a moment for this Bandit squad. I already see 1 or 2. We'll see if it includes the pitcher in just a moment. Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching Leach League Softball. We'll be back in just a quick second for the rest of the nightcap here on the night of day 16, 2026 summer. Bottom of the 4th inning we go. 3-2 now your score. Bandits make a couple changes here now defensively as well. Robbie Van now in right field. Allison Stanley in center, covered in dirt once again here. Olivia Thornton will move into shortstop. Julia Marisi will now move over from short now to second base. Corner infielders and catchers stay the same. Left fielders now Lily Blaylock. New pitcher on the mound. It's Olivia Treese. She'll face off against Paul Leach and Barnes now for the first time here tonight. First pitch is fouled off, makes it 0-1. So the Sanford U product now makes her way out to the mound for the first time here this afternoon. Clouds now starting to cover up that sun just enough here where the lights are flickering on once more. Hall, the team leader in home runs, did strike out swinging her last time up. 979 OPS puts her at fourth at 263, averaging 348 on base percentage. Deal one. Up and in, called a late strike, 0-2. Just outside of that 1,000 marker, 15 RBIs, lead the team. 4 homers, 2 doubles. He's walked 5 times. Does have a stolen base during it. He has 3 sacrifice hits. The 0-2. Way outside. Couldn't get her to chase the off speed. It almost rainbowed in. 1-2. Treese now steps in for Emma Simon. She goes through 3. Now the 1-2. Taking outside once more now makes it 2-2. All the Louisiana native from Pineville, the former Pineville Rebel. Christian U, the Division III school. Our hitting left-handed first baseman. Treese sets, delivers the 2-2. It's now off of her leg. I thought it will be a foul ball. It did bounce off of her leg. The first base umpire saw it. It looked like it took a weird bounce off her leg. They will call it foul. And now Hall with an extra light. Nobody on, nobody out as Madeline Hall leads us off here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Facing Treese for the first time, the 2-2. Takes it high and away, is able to work it full. Amanda Ray Leach will come up next. She flew out to center field her last time up. Treese now faces off against her first batter of this ball game. She fires off already pitch number 8 of the at-bat. Takes it high, able to draw the walk, runner on with nobody out. Could not get her to offer the high fastball. And now it brings up the second baseman Leach with nobody out. So now the new Mississippi native comes to the plate, the JUCO product, the rising junior. First pitch down there, makes it 1-0. So now Amanda Ray Leach comes in. Second baseman, who's also played a little bit of, or primarily been as a pitcher, but has hit the ball really well this year for this ranked squad. A 762 OPS for her, 258 average, a 343 on base. Chops this one off the plate, goes down the third base side. Now Thomas has no throw, a swinging bunt single. Second and first, still nobody out. How's that for getting on base? Just kind of hit it right off the plate. Cara Thomas charged it. Jacobs let her have at it, and she had no throw to make. And now it brings up Ava Barnes with nobody out. Barnes has already walked today. Left stranded at second her last time up. Takes the first pitch inside. Ball 1 now to the JUCO product. Treese now allows the first 2 runners via a walk and a single off the infield side. It brings up Barnes. 250 on base percentage for her this year. 3 RBIs already. Double and a home run for her. 1-0. Takes his first strike. Now 1-1. Gamerson would come up next once again. A ground out to the pitcher her last time, Barnes. See if she can drive home 4th RBI of the season. This one's a tad low and away. 2-1. Now in a bit of a pickle here to start us off in the bottom of the 4th. 3-2 already your score. Reigns still lead here. Bandits do tack one back on the sacrifice fly. Nobody out, runners in second and first. The 2-1. Skies this one deep out to center field. Underneath it, Stanley. She'll make the grab. Hall will not advance. One away. Now it brings up Jamerson with one down. Top of the order would come up next, given the opportunity here. Again, grounded out her last time up to the pitcher. 300 on the average, or 300 on the dot average, a 350 on base percentage, a 725 OPS. First pitch to her. Chaps it. Now shortstop side. Thornton picks it up. No throw to third. Goes to first with it instead. Safe at first. Infield single. The slight hesitation loads the bases. Still one out. Thornton thought about going to third with it, realized she didn't have a throw there, had to throw a howitzer to dance. Jamerson's able to run it out, and it brings up Lothar, already a walk and reached on an error today. Take the first pitch for a strike, 0-1. She leads the league now in walks officially, 9 on the year for her. 1304 OPS entering in. You can see if she can maybe drive in RBI number 11, maybe 12. Take this one for a strike, 0-2 now. One out, bases full. Hall at third, Mandaray Leach at second, Jamerson at first. Pedro would come up next. The 0-2. Stays away with it now, 1-2. 18 hits on the year so far for Lothar. She sits at 6th overall, just a hit behind Callie Lauder and Gracie Espada with 19. The 1-2 from Treese. Chops it, third base side. Thomas has a kick away from her into left field. Here comes Leach. She blows through the stop sign. She will score. 5-2 now your score. We'll see if that gets labeled as an error or a base knock, but 2 runs do come in. And the Reign now lead 5-2. And now we'll have a new hitter. So Johnny Patterson now gets the chance to hit. She's been out the last couple of days due to injury. She now gets a chance here in the bottom of the 4th inning. She'll come in for Kaylin Boudreau. Runners at second and first. Nobody out, or one out. And the first pitch to Patterson clunks her. Bases loaded again. As Patterson, who has been out the last couple of days due to injury when she collided with Ali Shreve, now takes one off the back this time. And she's probably frustrated with that. She's like, man, I just got the chance to come back and hit, and she gets hit on the very first pitch of the at-bat. And now it brings up Ali Shreve with the bases juiced again. One out, bases full. The Lothar hit will be a single that will bring in the 2 RBIs. She is now up to 12 on the season, hit number 19. Shreve takes the first pitch high and away for ball 1. Bases loaded, still only 1 out. Shreve singled her last time. She's 1 for 2. For a chance here to maybe drive in RBIs number 15 and more with Ty Madeline Hall for the lead. 1-0. Takes it high once more. Now 2-0 for the Ohio native. 1 of 2 here tonight alongside Jordan Tong, who will follow up after her. Jamerson at third, Lothar at second, Patterson at first. Fantastic speed here for the Reign, the 2-0. Skies this one, deep out the right center field, to the wall, gone! run. Allie Shreve, grand slam. And she gets a home run finally. Said it herself. She had that multi-home run game not too long ago. She finally gets one back. It clears the bases, 9-2 now your score. She takes the lead in homers and RBIs now. 5th home run of the season. RBIs 15, 16, 17, and 18. Nine to 2 now your score. 6 in the frame. And it brings up Jordan Tong. Still only 1 out. First pitch to the tall third baseman, down and in for ball 1. Tong steps in now, 0 for 2 on the day. A fly out to center and a line out to second are 2 times up. See if she can drive in herself here now. Add in on this rain party. 6 runs have come in here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Down and in, tad too far. 2-0 now to Tong. Greensboro College Proc, the Division III member, steps to the plate for the 3rd time here today. Crozio would come up next. She's low for 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. She was the first one of the ball game for the Rain back in the 2nd inning. 2-0. Swung on and missed 2-1. On 2 doubles, 3 home runs this season. She also has 7 walks. Been one of the leaders in that category as well. Speed call, delayed strike, 2-2. She wanted to just take a daddy hack at that one. Just waits on it and lets it pass. 2-2 now the count. 1 out, base is empty after Allie Shreve clears him with a grand slam to right center. The 2-2. Stays outside, works it full. And to get on for the very first time today. Chance to do so here with 1 down. Reese now just trying to get out number 2. The 3-2. Called strike 3. 2 away. First strikeout for Treese. 2 down now here in the bottom of the 4th. Now it brings up Gia Recrozio for the 3rd time today. Again, a walk and a single for her. She was the first run of the ball game for this Rain squad back in the 2nd. England was left stranded at second base back in the 3rd. First pitch to her, bounces the dirt, makes it 1-0. Now the West Virginia native comes back up to the plate once more. Division I product, her sister, her teammate at UT Martin this past season. Recrozio family, a athlete family if I've ever seen one, the 1-0. Comes in and gets her right on the hand. Hit by pitch, puts her on with 2 outs. Second hit by pitch now in the inning. Now it brings up Kendall Frazier. For 1 is she now on this seat or on this night. Mentioned with Recrozio was again West Virginia native, her older sister Karina, with her the last 2 years. Her oldest sister Sophia played at Canisius and Marist U for softball. Her brother Casey used to wrestle at WVU in Northern Michigan. This one stays down and it makes it 1-0. So a family of Division I products for Gia Recrozio. But now it's Kendall Frazier's turn. 0 for 1 with a walk and a fly out to center. Her 2 times up for the Longwood Florida native, the rising senior. Fingers now taped back together here between that middle and index of the 1-0. Bounces the dirt once more, 2-0. Reister's trying to work out of this 4th inning. Comes in a relief from Simon and now give up 6 runs here in the bottom of the 4th. Two outs, runner at first. That's the 2-0. Takes this one for a strike, 2-1. Ball would come up next. He led off this inning with a walk and then came home to score. Former lineman Greyhound back in high school now comes to the plate once more for her first hit of the ball game. The 2-1. Chops it foul, makes it 2-2. Frazier on the season so far. 235 average, a 381 on base percentage, though. On 650 OPS, she does have 10 runs and 3 RBIs in the season, a double for her. She has been hit by a pitch 5 times. She has 5 stolen bases. The 2-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. That'll end the inning. Reese gets 2 strikeouts in the frame, but not before the rain. Tack on 6 runs here in the bottom of the 4th. We go to the top of the 5th. 9-2 now your score. Bandits will now get the chance to come back up and hit. Need to respond with 7 to at least bring this back to a draw. They'll have to do it with 5, 6, 7 coming up to the plate. Yates, Marisi, and Clark. Here from Janet Tate Stadium in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching Kansas City Collegiate League Softball. A couple changes for the rain here in just a moment. We'll be back in just a sec. Top of the 5th inning we go. 9-2 now your score. The rain tack on 6. The bottom of the 4th inning. It'll now bring up Addie Yates, Julia Marisi, and Emmy Clark. Yates singled on a beautiful bunt her last time up. She'll start us off here in the top of the 5th inning. She'll face off against Buffington for the second time. She was the first run of the ball game for the Bandits back in the top of the 2nd. The go-ahead run to start us off. Now comes up with nobody on. Nobody out for the second time. First pitch, a very delayed strike, makes it 0-1. Now Yates comes in. 50 on base for her this season. The fleet-footed outfielder takes this one for a delayed called strike. Now 0-2. Single stolen base for her and a run scored her last time. Go ahead, run back in that top of the 2nd inning. Buffington sets, fires the 0-2. Skies it down the left field line, foul into the bullpens. Sun now pretty much fully sitting behind us on this third base line. No real sunlight here, no need for sunglasses, hopefully. Inch closer and closer to around 9 o'clock here in the Eastern time, about 45 or 8:40 here Eastern. 0-2 stays high, makes it 1-2. It's been another balmy day here once again in northern Chattanooga. And another real field day of about 101, give or take. It's been like that all week. It ain't going to stop until probably the weekend, of course, once July 4th hits. Now the 1-2. Takes this one, called strike 3, 1 down. Frazier thought he got her. She was correct indeed. 1 down now in the top of the 5th. Brings up Marisi now. Flew out to right her last time up. So now the newest commit to Kennesaw State comes up to the plate. 316 average for her entering in, 333 on base percentage. This one kicks away and goes to backstop 1-0. A couple of changes here defensively for the Reign as well. I forgot to mention these. Well, Kendall Frazier now behind the plate. She steps in for Caleb Boudreau now. As Boudreau subbed out for Patterson, she'll take over in center field now. Jamerson moves over to left. Lozer moves in now from left to shortstop. Recrozio will move to second. Hall to the DP. Leach to the DP as Barnes takes over at first. This stays high, makes it 2-0. So once again now, Frazier behind the plate. Patterson in center. Jamerson moves to left. Lozer in from left to short. Recrozio from short to second. Barnes now in at first. The 2-0. Fouls it off. Caught the home plate umpire. 2-1. Caught all 3 of them there. Got a Mauricio fouled it off. Caught the catcher and Frazier a little bit and got to the home plate umpire in a hurry there. Seems to be okay, but an 860 OPS now for Mauricio on the season. 4 RBIs for her, but she's done very well for herself at the plate. The 2-1. Big swing and a miss now, 2-2. Mauricio as well this season, already a home run to her name. Doubles now as well. The 2-2 fouls this one up and out of play. She'll stay alive to play once more here. Emmy Clark would come up next to single for herself as well last time when she laced it down the left field line. And flew out to right her last time up. 4th on the team in OPS this season with that 860. She's only struck out 1 time this season. Next pitch stays high. Frazier able to stab it, 3-2. Mauricio has also only walked 1 time. The 3-2. Takes it for called strike 3. 2 down. Back-to-back looking strikeouts. 2 down now in the top of the 5th. And another set of strikeouts now for Shelby Buffington. She is now up to 5 on the evening. And it brings up Emmy Clark once again. So Clark steps in, 290 average for her, a 353 on base now, 708 OPS. Skies this one, left field side again. Jamerson can't catch it, it falls. Runner on with 1 or 2 away. Jamerson, I don't know if she maybe didn't see it at first in the light. Another hit for Clark. And now it brings up Emma Simon for the 2nd time. Or excuse me, Lily Blaylock for the 2nd time. A single for her already today as well. Blaylock, a 258 hitter, a 378 on base percentage for her. Just shy of a 670 OPS. First pitch. Shows bunt, lays it down perfectly. Third base side, Tong. No one's covering first. Infield single. 2nd hit on the night for Blaylock. Once again, 2nd and 1st with 2 outs. And once more, 7 and 8 in the lineup. Get on. And it brings up Simon, who went down swinging her last time. So Simon, who has been primarily PO at the college level, now comes in with a chance here to look to see if she can extend this inning. Was relieved for Olivia Treese, now looking to see if she can drive in her first RBI of the season. Or excuse me, 2nd RBI of the season possibly. She does have 1 this year. First pitch swinging, goes down 0-1. Simon, the Bryan College product, mostly pitcher first baseman combo. Cara Thomas winning the on-deck circle. She had a very long at-batter last time. Take this one for a strike, 0-2. Clark at second again. Blaylock at first once more. 2 down, 9-2 now your score. The Reign lead by 7. Shelby Buffington trying to make it 5 clean. Make this 5th clean, I should say. The 0-2. Skies it foul, stays alive. UNC Greensboro product at second. Former Saudi Daisy Trojan at first. The 0-2 once more. Takes it called, strike 3, and that will end the top of the 5th. 3 strikeouts in the frame. We go the bottom half of the 5th inning. Main lead over the Bandits 9-2 as we go the bottom half of the frame. Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching here at Janet Tate Stadium, the Scenic City Collegiate League. Night 16, game 2. Reigns the leader of the Bandits. They'll come back up to hit. We'll be right back after this quick break. Bottom of the 5th inning. Priest will try and work her second frame of work. We'll be back in just a sec. Bottom of the 5th inning we go. 9-2 now your score. Reign lead over the Bandits. They're able to keep down that Bandits offense in the bottom half of the frame. Or excuse me, top half of the 5th. Olivia Treese will now face off against this 7-8-9 once more. Hall, Leach, and Barnes come up. A walk and a single and a flyout for those 3 in order. First pitch stays down and away. Makes a 1-0 out of Hall. So Hall, who walked and came home to score back in that 4th inning, she struck out swinging her first time up. Run number 12 for her on the year. Shy of that 1,000 number and 980 OPS for her, the 1-0. Bounce the dirt once more, now 2-0. Jacobs had to be a goaltender back there tonight. The amount of blocking she had to do here through these 5 innings. The athletic catcher has fit to the job for the most part pretty well. Resets the 2-0. Swung on and missed, 2-1. Louisiana native, the one of only this season here. Oregon Pineville Rebel, the rising sophomore. Sees the 2-1. Up and in, 2 or 3-1. Amanda Ray Leach would come up next. All played in 6 games with 6 at-bats this past year. Her freshman season, 2 hits and 2 RBIs for her. She's the 3-1. Down and away, called a strike. She thought that was ball 4. Now walks it full. Reached on a walker last time. Went down swinging her first time. Looking a chance to get a hit here this time up. The 3-2 from Teresa Hall. Delivers. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. 1 away. Another strikeout for Treese. Puts 1 on the board, and now it brings Amanda Ray Leach. So Leach already a single her last time up for the East Central Community College product. Former Newton County Cougar, former Choo-Choo. Their Choo-Choo teammates here in the Bandits and Christian Fowler and Robbie Van from last summer. Takes one down the dirt, makes it 1-0. Leach started off at second base, now the DP. Barnes right behind her in that on-deck circle, not too far away. Saw yesterday Robbie Van get drilled by one off the foul ball from a right-handed hitter in Cara Thomas. But now Leach drives this one sky high out the center field, racing in Stanley. She'll make the grab out number 2. 2 down now here in the frame, and it brings the Beva Barnes. Flew out the center her last time up. A walk left stranded at second her first time for the Knoxville, Tennessee native. The Farragut Admiral out of Gillespie State, the rising sophomore. First pitch to her. First strike, going wide. Barnes, who hit 350 her senior years of high school, 58 RBIs for her. This one, Kerr called strike, going 2. Past season, 4 RBIs for her, a run scored, a 267 average. She pitched 11 times back in high school, 4 ERA, 5-2 record. Played 6 games this past season. 0-2, way out and away, now 1-2. Jamerson would come up next, the single. And a ground out for her makes her 1 for 2, a run scored as well. Barnes for her first hit of the night. 1-2 to the JUCO product of the plate. Bounces the dirt, 2-2. He's now the rising junior out of Sanford U, the Division I school. Takes it high and away, works it full. 3-2. Three-two now to Barnes. Called strike 3, and that'll end the bottom of the 5th. 2 strikeouts in the frame for Treese. We go to the 6th inning. No hits, no errors, no one able to reach. Go to the top of the 6th. 9-2 still your score. Rain lead over the Bandits here through 5. We go to the top of the frame. 10, 11, and 12 coming up next for the Bandits. Shelby Buffington going to try and work another frame. We'll be right back after this quick break. Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching Region League Softball here on night 16, the night matchup. Lights are on. Evening beautiful. We'll be right back. Quick break. Top of the 6th inning we go. Bandits find themselves down 9-2 to the Rain. It'll be 10, 11, and 12 coming up. Thomas, Van, and Jacob step up to the plate here in just a moment. Cara Thomas, who had a very long at-bat her last time up, wasn't able to get on and flew out the foul ground in deep left, but now gets a chance here to face off against Buffington for the 2nd time here this evening. First pitch swinging, skies it, left-hand side, into foul ground it'll go. It lands out of net or out of play, makes it 0-1. Thomas steps in once more. 2 runs, 4 RBIs for her. She has yet to record an extra base hit or an RBI just yet. 2 stolen bases for her so far this year as well, though. She has great wheels when you can get her on. Not been able to find the grass as much as she would like. This one swung on and missed, makes it 0-2. Rising junior out of Gaston College, Moncur, North Carolina. 0-2. Skies it foul, stays alive. Northwood Charger. 18 games this past season, 1 start, 18 at-bats for her. 3 runs, 3 RBIs. She did pitch back in high school. Only played her junior and varsity, or her junior and senior year of varsity. 0-2. Drives it hard. Third base side. Tongs got it. 1 away. Ripped a laser down the line, and Tong able to just reach out and snag it. 1 down now in the frame. It brings up Robbie Van. So now the rising senior from Camilla, Georgia steps in, already technically 0 for 1. She reached on an error her last time up. 289 average for her, north of 600 OPS. First pitch she'll take a swing at on the check, makes it 0-1. 11 hits for her, 4 RBIs, 2 runs, and a double for her so far. She has not struck out a single time. She does have 3 stolen bases, and now skies this one out of play, makes it 0-2. Now right fielder comes back in. And at bat for her today. Last time she opted third when Tong's throw could not make it to Hall in time. It was a bounce in the dirt that she could not pick. 0-2. Takes it a tad outside. 1-2. Tessa Jacobs would come up next. She struck out looking her last time. Now trying to see if she can get on for the second time tonight, this time officially. 1-2. Hits it toward the second base side into right field, a base knocked. Trying to throw it in with Shreve quickly. They will not get her. First hit of the night for Robbie Van. Puts a runner on with 1 out. Robbie Van with her first hit. She'll now sub out what I believe is Lily Blaylock or Addie Gates. I can't see who it is just yet. I believe that is Gates. It is indeed. You know, Addie Yates on the base pass for her, and it brings up the usual Smokey up the plate. Jacobs, the catcher, struck out looking her last time. First pitch running, skies it out in the deep left center field. Patterson with great legs makes the grab, 2 away. Yates will retreat back to first. Now it brings up Christian Fowler, who flew out the second her last time up. So now the UWG product, the former JUCO member as well, the former Choo-Choo, teammates with Robbie Mann and Manda Ray Lee of last season from Trenton, Georgia, the former Dade County Wolverine who used to do track and field back in high school. Focused on softball through her collegiate career. This first pitch stays high. Marine players all yelling runner. Yates takes a couple strides but returns. JUCO product out of Cleveland State. Down the road from here in Tennessee. Goes bunt to 1-0. Takes it down and in once more, 2-0. Probably one of the more dangerous hitters of this Bandits lineup again. 300 this past season at UWG. Second on the team in OPS, technically leads the team if you count it as qualified batters, the 2-0. Skies it now out to right field. Over the head of Shreve. It's going to the wall. It'll bounce off the base of the wall. Yates is going to come around and try and score. Fowler's going to try and turn this into 3. The throw, not in time. It makes its way to the dugout. Jamerson there to cover. A triple for Christian Fowler and another one for her. It's now 9-3. Fowler with yet another triple. The Bandits now cut it to 6. Fowler rips it down the right field side again, able to drive home the runner in Yates, who came in for Robbie Van. Fourth triple this year for Christian Fowler. First pitch to Stanley's outside, makes it 1-0. Stanley a double and a run scored her last time out back in the 4th. It brought them within 1 last time. Fowler would get another knock. That would be her third triple this season. Big swing and a miss, now 1-1. Now the utility player in Stanley, 1 for 2 tonight, a double and a fly out to short her first time. 1-1. Outside, now 2-1. Buffington trying to record out number 3 here after giving up the triple to Christian Fowler. Second Washington State native sees this one in for a strike, now 2-2. JUCO member from Onatachi Valley College from Moses Lake, Washington. Moses Lake Covenant Christian Lion back in high school. Just shy of a 900 OPS in her 40 games played this past season. Sees it high, works it full. Runner at third, 2 down. Stanley waits. Buffington sets. The 3-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. And that'll end the inning. We go the bottom half of the 6th. 2 hits, 1 run does come in. They do leave 1 stranded. But now 9-3 your score. Rains still lead by 6. We go the bottom half of the 6th inning. Here from Janet Tate Stadium in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. Been watching City Collegiate League softball. We go the bottom half of the frame. Bandits head back out to the field. Rain will come up now. It'll be 10, 1, and 2 coming to the plate. Jamerson, Lozer, and Patterson. From Janet Tate Stadium in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. Been watching City Collegiate League softball. We'll be right back for this bottom half of the 6th inning here in just a moment. Bottom of the 6th inning we go. 9-3 now your score. Rain lead over the Bandits here by 6. They do tack 1 back thanks to Christian Fowler's triple. But now it brings up Lauren Jamerson for the 3rd time here today. She's 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out as she'll face off against the former Choo-Choo member now in Robbie Van. These two faced off a couple times last year as well. Jamerson, the returner to the Smoky Mountain Rain squad, she comes in now once again and faces off against Robbie Van, who comes in relief now of Trees. A couple other changes the Bandits we'll get to in just a moment. First pitch swinging skies at right-hand side and foul ground. Simon, the new first baseman, can't get to it. It's 0-1. So speaking of those changes, Emma Simon now in at first base. Marisi moves over now to second. Allison Stanley moves in from center to short. She'll trade places with Olivia Thornton now in center field. Christian Fowler now in third. Blaylock still in left. Emmy Clark now in right field. Tessa Jacobs still behind the plate. And Robbie Van, who's been on a bit of a heater now, hits this one back up the middle. There'll be Samerson into center field. A base knock. That thing just died in the dirt. Stanley thought it was going to have a bit more of a hop to it. I think it just found a soft spot right in front of her. You can kind of see that little discolored patch right in front of that shortstop side. It just dives right in front of her, and another base knock for Jamerson. And it brings up Loser once again. First pitch, swinging, fouls it off, makes it 0-1. Loser now 1 for 2 on the day, a walk and a single for her. She reached on air her first time up. She has reached all 3 times today. Now the runner on, nobody out. Faces Robbie Van for the first time. This one stays out and away now for the rising senior at the mound, makes it 1-1. Robbie Van, who has quietly been one of the better relief pitchers here now on this season, comes to work once more. Next pitch out and away, makes it 2-1. She comes in relief now of Olivia Treese, who goes those 2 innings. Van on the season now, 27 innings of work for her. 24 strikeouts, sits tied with Alyssa Balcom. This one a strike, 2-2. Van sits tied for 5th with Balcom, as well as an innings pitch. He sits just behind Balcom in 6th. Now taken for called strike 3, and now she takes sole possession, 1 away. Catches Loser looking. And now it brings up Johnny Patterson. 1 down now here in the frame. Another strikeout for Robbie Van. 25 now on the season. First pitch swinging is Patterson, 0-1. She was hit by a pitch on the first swing her last time up. She came in for Boudreaux. Nailed right between the numbers. She comes up now for the second time. She came home and scored on that grand slam from Tree. 0-1. Takes it for a strike, 0-2 to the Stetson product of the plate. So for Patterson now, coming in for the second time here today. The rising sophomore who was out for a couple of days due to an injury comes back in now after she collided with Allie Shreve, and she'll foul this one off, still 0-2. Kept her out of the lineup a couple days. She's right back on her feet. 891 OPS, 450 on base percentage, 353 average for her. She only got 2 RBIs and 3 triples. She has not homered this season. She'll sky this one foul once more, stays alive. Even with that all said, 12 hits for her on the year, 10 runs. She's been the primary leadoff hitter with 8 stolen bases. One of the leaders in that category as well. She currently sits for 3rd, just behind Mallory Force and Alex Supin, looking to see if she can hit double digits and be the 3rd member to do so. 0-2. Check swing, called strike 3, 2 away. Second strikeout for Robbie Van. 26 now on the summer. Brings up Allie Shreve. Runner at first, 2 down. Shreve 2 for 3 with a single and a grand slam to break this one open. Skies the first pitch foul, makes it 0-1. Shreve, the right fielder here today, comes back up to the plate. Ohio native. Sophomore stepping in once more. Bloomingdale, Ohio native. Pitched and hit this past season. Big swing and a miss. 0-2. She has not pitched this season for the Reign. Made 48 starts this past season with Salem. Batted .336 and 885 OPS. 37 RBI, 16 doubles. 5th most out of anybody this season at the Division II level. She fouls it off to stay alive. 2 homers and 3 stolen bases for her as well. She had that extra field pop. She already has double her home runs she had during the regular season here this summer. 0-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Robbie Van with 3 strikeouts in the inning. And she continues the hot streak. We go to the top of the 7th. 1 hit, no errors. 1 runner does get left stranded. 3 strikeouts. Robbie Van. She does it again. Bandits now coming up for the top of the 7th. Last chance for them 2, 3, and 4 come up. Treese, Dans, and Thornton. Not a bad part of the lineup to bring to the plate. Shelby Buffington going to try and see if she can make it the complete 7. 9-3 your score. Rain lead by 6. Buffington going to see if she can close this one down. We'll be right back after this quick break from Janet Tate Stadium here in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching Phoenix City Collegiate League Softball, the night match of day 16. We'll be back in just a sec. Top of the 7th inning we go. 9-3 your score. Rain still lead over the Bandits here as we go to the top of the frame. Buffington going to try and see if she can make it a complete 7. She'll face up against 2, 3, and 4 of this Bandits lineup. Olivia Treese, Avery Dans, Olivia Thornton come up to the plate here. The Treese, who sacrificed fly to left her last time home to bring home Stanley, comes up for the 3rd time here today. She makes herself 0 for 1 on the ground out to first, her first time. And that was the 3rd, I should say. First pitch to her is outside, makes it 1-0. Treese, a late addition to this Bandit squad as well. Next one for a strike, makes it 1-1. From Huntsville, Alabama, the rising junior out of Sanford, former Skyline Hawk, time All-State, 1,000 strikeouts at the high school level. This one high and away, 2-1. Nobody out, nobody on. 2-1 is swung on and missed, makes it 2-2. Treese, past season, made 17 appearances, 8 starts, just in 3rd of an inning shy of 49, 28 strikeouts for her, 2 complete games against West Georgia and New Mexico State, including this one called strike 3. 1 away. Buffington now with back-to-back strikeouts from that 6th inning. It brings up Avery Dans. 0 for 2 is she with a ground out to the pitcher in short. Last time hit that one deep in the hole. Up that shortstop side, and Recrozio able to throw her out. Silverdale Academy product comes to plate. First pitch to her is high in the zone, makes it 1-0. Cumberland U commit NAIA school. Wade sees the 1-0. High and away, now 2-0 the count. Ann's now trying to see what she can do here. Nobody on, 1 away after Treese goes down swinging her last time. She's the 2-0. Skies this one. Down the right field line, foul ground. Barnes will not get there. It finds the top of the dugout, makes it 2-1. And the usual catcher first baseman mix. Able to be behind the plate as of late. Do that hand injury that's still keeping her limited for the moment. 229 average for her, just shy of a 700 OPS. She had the first grand slam of the season. And now swung on and missed, makes it 2-2. That was on the very first pitch that she saw of the year against the Smokies back in game 1. Now 6 RBIs, 6 runs to her name, 2 doubles. That grand slam, her Lone home run to start. Next one just down and in. Works it full. 3-2. Thornton will come up next. She is also over 2. 1 out. Nobody on. Buffington just trying to go through the complete 7 here and lock down this win for the Reign. The 3-2. Takes it high. Works a walk. First time Dan's has been on tonight. Get on with 1 away. Courtesy runner now steps in. It'll be Allison Stanley for her. Now Thornton, the most dangerous hitter on this Bandits squad. 583 average for her and 1815 OPS. If she qualified technically in terms of plate appearances, which she is too short of, she would easily lead the league by a mile. First pitch stays high, 1-0. The former Queens U product from Bentonville, Arkansas. Headed off the University of South Florida, officially signed. Plate once more. 10 RBIs for her, 10 runs, 14 hits. Skies this one deep out the right center field. Thornton does it again! Another homer for Olivia Thornton. 9-5 now your score. And Liv Fire goes deep. First hit of the night for her, a 2-run shot to right center. Patterson turned, took a couple strides, and realized, oh man, that thing's a mile over the fence. 4th homer of the year now for Thornton. RBIs number 11 and 12, hit number 15. And now it brings up Addie Yates, a single and a strikeout, looking her 2 times up. 1 down. Core of this Bandits lineup coming up to hit. So now Yates, who started off in left field in this contest, now in right, steps up for the 3rd time today, takes the first pitch for a strike, makes it 0-1. Buffington now just trying to get through this final frame. Minimize a lot of this Bandits squad. Only been able to find runs in the 2nd and 4th until now. Next pitch fouled off, makes it 0-2. So Thornton takes her deep to right center. 4th home run of the year for Thornton. Continues to just rack it up. Again, she would be one of the best hitters in terms of qualification if she had 2 more plate appearances. I'm not joking. Yates now with an 0-2 count against her and 1 away. Smacks it foul once more, stays alive. Nine to 5 now your score. And bring within 4. A lot of room to make up though here. Next pitch to Yates. Chops it foul again. Will not go down without a fight. Buffington continues to fight here. Get through this final frame. Now at 112 pitches total. She's from 77 strikes. Make it 113, excuse me. The 0-2. Tad too far outside, 1-2. Marisi would come up next. She's 0 for 2 on the day. Emmy Clark would follow her up. She's got 2 knocks. He's trying to get on for the 2nd time. She was the first run of the ball game back to the 2nd. The 1-2. Chops it foul again. Will not go down without a fight. We've seen so many of these Bandits batters put up almost double-digit, if not double-digit at-bats. Buffington has at least been able to work through the majority of them, but they just will not go down without bringing at least the arm of Buffington down with them. The 1-2 once more. Chops it foul again. Ringgold, Georgia Nea, the rising junior. Baylor School Red Raider. Of Avery Shamblin back in high school. Basketball and volleyball player back in high school. She's the 1-2 once more. Taken for called. Strike 3, 2 away. Another strikeout looking for Buffington. Bandits down to their final out. It'll be Julia Marisi trying to keep this squad alive. There's fireworks out in the background. We're getting ready for 4th of July. About 2 days away. We're a little premature, but that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Buffington waits. The first pitch to Marisi. Gets it high and away. Makes it 1-0. Now the former Georgia Tech product now headed off to Kennesaw State comes back up for the 3rd time today for Marietta, Georgia. Former Cal Longhorn back in high school. All-State her senior year. Get high once more, 2-0. International Affairs major. Which runner and fielding replacement this past season. She had 1 plate appearance and walked in it. She scored 7 runs and committed not a single error in the field for Tech this past season. 2-0. Fouls it off the inside part of the bat. 2-1. Year starter back in high school. Rising sophomore now with her new home just north of Atlanta. We'll be headed there with Emily Farrow this coming spring. I should say this coming fall. They'll play in the spring, obviously, but 2 down, nobody on. The 2-1. Skies it left-hand side behind the third base back. There will be Loser to end the ball game. And that will end it. The Rain take it here tonight. 9-5 the final. Final score 9-5. The Smoky Mountain Rain bring it in once more. They're able to hang on and hold this lead on. Olivia Thornton makes it a little interesting, able to bring home a 2-run homer to right center. The Rain now jump up to 7-9 on the season. They sit drawn with the Red Bats once again for 2nd in the standing. The Red Bats do hold the run differential. Bandits now fall to 2-14 on the season. Smokies still stand at 16-0. They hold first place. Phoenix City Collegiate League this summer by a mile. They've already clinched first on the season, trying to hold on to an undefeated regular season. That'll end it out here. 9-5 the final. Buffington goes the complete 7. She's able to lock it down. And Simon will take the loss in the contest. She goes the first 3. Gives up those first 3 runs. Buffington throws the complete 7. Gets herself her 2nd win of the year. Collection of strikeouts for her. That will end here on the nightcap. Both these teams will be active once again tomorrow. Then they'll get off July 4th. They'll get off the 4th and the 5th. We go back at it, though, again tomorrow once more. Red Bats take on the Rain tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Battle of 2nd and 3rd. Who can take the win? Who's going to hold on to 2nd? We'll find out tomorrow at 10 a.m. Smokies take on the Bandits, though, at 7:30 in the nighttime matchup. And trying to see if they can be the team to knock off the Smokies' undefeated season. Looking for some revenge after tonight's loss. We'll see who can do it tomorrow. So again, Red Bats play Rains tomorrow for the battle of 2nd place. Both teams at 7-9. The victor holds on to 2nd. Bandits will take on the Smokies in the nightcap. That'll be the last game before we get a 2-day break, and then it's down the stretch. We'll play all the way from the 6th to the 11th to final out this Scenic City Collegiate League season. With that being said, again, final score, Smoky Mountain Rain taking 9-5 over the Bandits. A grand slam from Allie Street plays the big difference. She technically comes through with the game-winning runs. With that being said, that'll end it out here. Shelby Buffington takes the win to go the complete 7. On Simon will unfortunately take the loss. She'll go the first 3. Treats goes the next 2. Robbie Van finals out in that last 6th inning. That'll tune it out here. From Janet Tate Stadium here in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching Day 16 of the Scenic City Collegiate League. The nightcap, Rain take it over the Bandits. They sit tied for 2nd with that Red Bats squad. They'll go at it tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. to see who can hold on to 2nd. Bandits fall to 2-14. They will take on the Smokies tomorrow night and the nightcap once more. And then we get 2 days off. Thankfully for my voice, thankfully for these girls. It's been a lot of hot heat for these last couple of days. There'll be another hot one tomorrow. Thank you again for tuning in here in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee for the Scenic City Collegiate League, night 16. Thank you everyone for tuning in. My name is Mason Strong. It's been a pleasure to call for you all once more. Hope to see you all tomorrow night. or tomorrow morning, I should say. Hopefully tomorrow night as well. Thank you for tuning in. Have a safe rest of your night. Try and stay on the heat for the rest of the week. I know we won't, but that's okay. Have a good night.